Hey everybody, Tyler here again. So, I don't know when this video is gonna go up. I'm doing this on the same day as my second vlog and my Tiffany and no video, as well as my second part for the small leather goods collection. I just wanted to do a quick video about some life updates. So, one thing that might be happening, it's not set in stone yet, but it is a possibility, is that I might be getting a different car. So, right now, I have a 2004 Honda Accord, the sedan, so the 4 doors, with in like a navy blue. It's called Everlasting Blue, I believe. And yeah, so I got that 2 years ago, March of 2015. I want to say I got it. It's a little bit over 2 years. It's not too old, and I got that because the first car I ever had was my sister's car. That was the 2001 Toyota Saga. It was in white. And so that was Amanda's car, my sister, and she loved that car. Didn't really fit my personal taste, but I was glad that I was able to get a car. I got it when I was a senior in high school, and I didn't really start driving until I really needed to, because I have to pay my car insurance, and car insurance is not cheap. So I wanted to make sure that I had some income before I drove, because I didn't really have anything that I needed to drive to. I could walk to school, and I didn't really have too much of a social life, so I didn't really need a car. But then I started tutoring after school and made some money and was able to pay for the insurance, and just things fell into place, and I got my sister's car because she wanted another car, so I got that one. And then in March, there was a snowstorm, and I was, this was in my freshman year, so my second semester of school. I was going to school, and it was snowy and icy the day before, and I was driving on the highway, and a truck, I'm sorry, I can only use one hand because the one hand's holding this. So I was driving in the leftmost lane. Yes, leftmost lane, and there was a truck that was similar to like a U-Haul truck, but it didn't have any signs or logos on it or anything. And that was in front of me, and then it turned really quickly into the lane next to me. Okay, so it was in front of me, and it just went into the next lane over. It was turning into the lane on the right, because there was no lane on the left. And as it did that, a sheet of ice just slipped off, fell right in front of my car, and the pieces of ice came up and on top of my car, and I could feel bumps and everything, because there were big pieces of ice and my car was going over it. I was okay, and my car was okay, as I thought. So get to school, I look, and there's a big crack on the front bumper. And so I send a picture of it to my mom and my sister, and I just let them know what happened. Went to class, came back to the garage, started up my car, and it sounded kind of weird. So I started it up and I get it working. But then what happens is it's making weird noises, and I start, and when I drive, so power steering is if you turn the steering wheel and kind of let go as you're going forward, it like automatically goes back to straight. This wasn't working. So I was like, I turned like this, and the steering wheel would stay in that position instead of going automatically back. So that's dangerous, especially because it takes a lot of effort to like, do that. You have to stop and pause and everything because, especially if you're not, all cars have power steering now, and so that's not good to have missing. And what else was wrong with it? There was something else wrong with it. So we took it to the mechanic, and it was declared totaled. So that's when I got the car that I'm driving now, which is my Honda Accord. And everything's been going pretty smooth with it. The one thing is that it has, for the driver's side, it has, with the windows, if you like click up like this, it automatically goes all the way up, or when you press it down, it goes all the way down. It only does it for the driver's side. Some cars it does for all of them. Some cars just with two front. Some of them don't have it at all. But this one is, if like you press down hard enough, it will go all the way down, and like you just have to tap the once. You don't have to like hold it down. So there's been a lot of occasions that it's coming up a lot more that I can't get it up, even if I hold it up. The window does not come up at all. So usually if I turn my car off, start again, and try for another minute or so, I can do it. I've never had to leave my window down, but every time it happens, I'm really afraid that it's gonna be like that. And it's had a couple minor issues, but nothing too severe. It's had to get work done about this time last year, and that was like $700. So that was pretty steep. But nothing too bad to complain about, especially for its age. It's 2004, and it has about 110,000 miles on it, which is a lot of miles. So yeah, anyway. So I found out a couple weeks ago that I might be getting another one. And you may be asking, what do you mean you just found out? So my grandmother, the one that I take errands running, she has a car, and she does not drive anymore. We have determined that for everybody's safety, it is best if she doesn't drive. And there is no reason that it doesn't really impact her too much, because I am readily available. So I take her to run all of her errands, and whenever she needs me, just calls me up, I take her somewhere. It works out perfectly because I live 10-15 minutes away from her. So anyway, if you hear thunder, there's a lot of thunder lately, so you might be hearing that. So yes, so she doesn't drive anymore, but she still has her car. So we've been trying to get ready to sell it. And right before vacation, which I just came back from, my grandfather on my dad's side said, hey, how about I buy you my grandmother her car, and you can sell your car, and the money that I sell from my car, the Accord, I can use that towards my student loans. And I was like, really? And I, of course, thanked very profusely. Probably said it way too many times. So, yeah, and he told me that he was very appreciative of me doing all of these things for my grandmother, because my grandmother lives alone. And again, this is the grandmother's car that I'm talking about is on my mom's side. And my grandparents on my dad's side, it's both of them. And even to make matters a little bit more confusing, my grandparents, my dad's parents, and my mom's mom live right next to each other. Different houses, same street, right next to each other. So, like, they're always in contact. Everything's amicable. Like, even though my parents aren't together anymore, everybody's amicable. It's not like some heated thing. Everything's amicable, which is great. So anyway, yeah. So we actually have my grandmother's car in the driveway here, and you might have seen it in another video if you saw another blue car. Hers is like a brighter blue color. And so, yeah, I might be getting that. We still have to figure everything out. And I talked to my mom about it, and my mom is on board with it. We haven't discussed this with my grandmother yet, but I don't think it should be any problem because my grandfather's willing to pay the fair value of the car. It's not like we want it for a discount or anything. He's willing to pay what, like a CarMax or what they would get for if they were to just, sell it to a dealership. So yeah, that's pretty exciting. I might do a car tour of it. I don't know. Maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. You will see if I do that. But yeah, so it is a 2011 Nissan Sentra, and it only has like 24,000 miles on it, which is very low. But yeah, so I'm still like, even though it's been 2 weeks, I'm still kind of shocked by this because my grandparents are generous, but this was like over the top and completely unexpected. Completely unexpected. And again, I thank them profusely, but it's still sinking in. Now, nothing's finalized. I mean, something could happen. Whoa! Sorry about that. If my grandmother doesn't feel comfortable with it, which I don't know, I don't think she would be, but if, nothing's set in stone. So if it doesn't happen, sure, I'll be a little bit upset. But, I mean, the car that I have now is working fine. But I'm very lucky to have a family that really supports me, even though my family tree is very hectic and everybody likes each other. And that's all that matters. Everybody gets along with each other, which is, I'm very grateful that that's the case because a lot of families aren't connected like that. So yeah. So I might add a little car tour of her car. So yeah. Thanks. Hey everybody, so I'm going to show you the car that I might be getting in the next couple of weeks. So, as you may remember, I have my Coach Mini Skinny ID with my car key, house key, and my grandmother's key. My grandmother's key is my grandmother's car is the car that I am going to get. One thing really that's cool about this is that it's keyless entry, so I can just have this in my pocket, open the door, and start the car. It's so cool. Yeah, so let's see. Just to make sure none of my neighbors are around seeing. Okay, yeah. I don't want to be looking weird because I'm still not used to this. So let's see. So this is the car I'm talking about. Right over here. This is bright blue, and see how it's locked. Okay. Maybe it isn't locked. That's strange. Let me lock it. Okay. Take two. It's locked. See, look. But if I press this button with the key in my pocket, I can open it. And then inside. Woo. Oh, there's me. Look. Let's see. Have regular mirror. No lights. Same over here. Just traditional. Put an aux cord in here with a lightning adapter. Ooh, let's see if that'll focus. Because I have the iPhone 7 Plus, which does not have a regular place to put one of these in. So, yeah. So see, look. This is the side of it. And I don't need a key. I can just start it up like that. Isn't that cool? Let me turn the air off. See, yeah, see the mileage? 23,344. Not a lot at all. So yes, so we have this, but then also, oh gosh, this is gonna be difficult. to maneuver. But with these Nissan keys, let's see if I can do it one-handed. See that little switch there? If you dig your fingernail in, kind of pop it, key comes out like a traditional key. And so I'll turn it off. Okay. So if I guess this would be like a valet key. Let's look. So I can just put that. Sorry, I accidentally pressed the wrong button. So let's see. So see, this is like a little trap door. See, it'll just go in and do it that way too. So if I didn't have the key fob with me, I would still be able to get in and everything. Let me just put you down just for a second so I can just pop this back on. There we go. Okay. So, cloth interior. Woo. There we go. Let's focus. Just some extra stuff in the sides. Nothing too fancy. There's no sunroof, which both of my previous cars did have one, and I really like them, but yeah. Just simple. The A means that it automatically goes down and up, so if I press it once, it'll go all the way down. And see, what my car has a problem with is once I go up like that, it doesn't do that. It just stays still. Has very good functioning air conditioning, which I'm not going to turn on now. Don't know what VDC is. Just normal stuff, child lock for windows. Just some magazines in there. Not too much. It's a very basic car. I believe it's the SR trim, and then the glove compartment on this thing is huge. It goes. Look how far back that goes. Let's see if I can zoom in, or if I can focus on. Look at how far back that goes. That's. Wait, let's see. That's pretty far for one. So. It's a good one. Just some of my grandmother's prescription bottles. They're completely empty. Car manual and yeah. So let's see. And then on the steering wheel, let's go with the steering wheel. So this is for radio station, changing radio station. This one, I don't know if I can connect my phone to it. I haven't tried that yet. Mode can go to auxiliary, AM, FM, volume, cruise control on, cancel, more cruise control, which I've never used cruise control before. So, yeah. Oh, let's see. And then we have this, which it's kind of a strange thing if you really think about it. So it's supposed to be adjustable. So if I do that, what does it do? Like, so I can have it so like that one's out like that, none, or both small ones. I don't know. It's neat. And then this can just slide all the way down there if I just want one large one. So it's interesting. And then in here is just a whole bunch of tissues. Let's go to the outside of the car. See, it's definitely a very bright blue. Very bright blue. And so the same thing goes with, I don't want to show the license plate. So the same thing goes, there's a little button under here, I don't know if you can see, but you just pop it open. It's a pretty sizable trunk. The one thing is that the back seats do not go down, so what you see is what you get for storage. Again, it's very basic car, not much to it. This is what it looks like. So yeah, I'm excited to possibly own it. There's a little, she got that from the dollar section in Target for 4th of July last year. So yeah. And again, I'm trying not to get the, yeah, so that's what it looks like. Hey everybody, so I realized while I was going through my videos that this video did not have an ending. It was a very prompt ending. So I would like to just say now, thank you for watching, subscribe and like if you wish. It would be very much appreciated. I will keep you updated on the car. And if you would like, press the little notification bell after you subscribe so then that way you get notifications for when I upload. So yes, thank you for watching and have a great day.